So in the madness that is digital migration, there are those who are embracing it and those who are not. And the question is, how does this cookie crumble? We're into week 3 of the impasse, and I don't think the center can hold much longer. And I was looking through my Twitter feed on Sunday evening, and I noticed that Jeff Koinange had asked, you know, if I took the show online, would you watch? For me, the first lot of people I worried for when this thing seemed to spread over 7 days and then into day 10, day 12, was people like Jeff, who produce a show twice a week and give it to a network to air. Maybe week 1 he can sit out. Week 2, week 3, even he needs to start asking himself, even beyond the money, and I need to get paid, how do I keep myself relevant? So there's 2 things here. It's relevance and it's also getting paid. You got to pay bills. So Jeff is onto something. The other person who I asked and I worried about consistently is my own colleague, Churchill. And I'm not worried about him. He's got a job. He's doing very well on Classic 105. He's got a salary. But I asked him, what's going to happen to your crew? Because you see, he has a crew that has to do a job every Thursday to produce a show for Sunday. Now, he can keep them around week 1, week 2. By the 3rd and 4th week, what does he do? And when I asked him this the other day, I asked him, how's your crew doing? He looked at me and said, crew, I have an army to feed. And he does. And his concern is not just the jobs, but he says also all these young comedians who need a platform, they can't just disappear into nothing. But this much I know. As revenues are hemorrhaging every day, as brand value is being eroded every day, when finally things fold, there will be a rationalization of cost and restructuring. And people will lose their jobs. And I need to go on record saying this. When people are finally retrenched, it will be very easy for the 3 to say, oh, this is the fault of the CS, Matiangi. This is the fault of the regulator. This is the Jubilee government, you know, making people lose jobs. No. And I'm going on record to say this. We have been aware of digital migration since Mutahi Kagwe was information minister, 2006. This conversation was put back on the table in late 2007. It re-emerged in 2012. In 2013, December, we had the first mini self-switch off that lasted 48 hours. Between December 2013 and February 2014, what were you doing? The jobs and livelihoods of the people you will eventually have to let go, and I say this categorically, have to let go, are on your hands. This is not a conversation that started yesterday. It started in 2006. There was more than enough time to plan. But how this cookie crumbles, beyond what, you know, people do in boardrooms, is the livelihoods and jobs of people who show up every day who are wondering, where will my content go? This is not about streaming news online. No. This is about the people who produce shows, have a crew, pay that crew, actors, actresses, makeup artists, who are sitting there with nowhere to take their content. But I also want them to ask their lawyers, can we take it elsewhere? Because you must remember, they are not in breach. And the reasons that these 3 media houses are off air are not an act of God. It is not something that has been done to them. It's something that they chose to do. This cookie doesn't crumble well for the average person. And my heart goes out to every person on payroll because I'm employed. And I say this to everybody I meet. My hands shake sometimes because I wonder, how would I sleep if I was there? How would I sleep? You're in my prayers every day. It's not that we sit here and we go to work every day and we're fine. We worry about you. Leo ni mimi, kesho ni wewe. Simple as that. This cookie won't crumble well. And the weight of the blame will never be on government, Matiangi, or the regulator. This conversation started in 2006 with Mutahi Kagwe. Subscribe.